Why is it that failure is always so painful? We've all been there. You apply for the dream job, full of hopes. You have done your preparation, rehearsed every answer, and already picture yourself working there. Until that one email arrives, thank you for your interest. Dream over. Or you finally go on that long-awaited date, and you're so excited, thinking, maybe this could finally be the one. But 2 minutes in, you already know, this is going to be another learning experience. Moments like these are brutal, as they take your hope and make you wonder, why should I bother anyways? Hi, I'm Tom and welcome to the Dopamine Factory, where in today's episode we're diving deep into the concept of second chances and why the juice generally is worth the squeeze, as every situation is rarely the same. So stick around to see how it unfolds. Think of life like a video game. If you've ever played Mario or Prince of Persia, you know the feeling where you keep trying the same jump again and again and again. You fail, you restart, you fail again. It's so frustrating. And then somehow you make it. And suddenly you're on the next level. What has changed? At least you did. You learned when to sprint, when to wait, and when to duck for that flying turtle. And that's exactly how life works too. Every time you try something again, you're entering the same game, but with more knowledge, better timing, and a sharper instinct. And in life, it's not just you that changes. The world does too. As people and circumstances are constantly evolving. Or as the Greeks said, pantarei, everything flows. You never step into the same river twice. So when you say, I've already tried that, the truth is you haven't. At least not as this version of you. Before you decide to give something another shot, ask yourself 2 simple questions. Have I changed? Have the circumstances changed? If both answers are no, you're stuck on the loop. That's when you keep jumping into the same wall or hop from one bad relationship to another, this time hoping for a different result. This obviously requires intervention. But more often than not, things have developed. For example, it could be that you have changed, that you have learned what you want, what you tolerate, and how to draw boundaries. It could be that the circumstances have changed. More often than not, rejections have nothing to do with you. Like that one time when you competed for a job with the son of the CEO, or that other time when you competed for a girl with Mr. Universe. I mean, guy, that's just bad luck. And then finally, it could be that both you and the circumstances have changed, which brings you basically in a totally new situation, which means that whatever you aim for, it's definitely worth another shot, as new circumstances and a new version of you will likely lead to radically different results. So, why does all of this matters? Humans owe it to themselves to give things another shot, as the alternative is limiting your own happiness potential. Take relationships. A few years ago, my long-term relationship ended. And if you have been through something like that, you know how brutal that can be. You invest years of time, energy and love to build a shared future, and suddenly it's all gone. Phew. When that happens, you really have 2 options. 1, you close the curtains, adopt 7 kittens, and just give up. Which is a valid strategy if you want to have the certainty of never ever having a good relationship ever again. Or secondly, you decide to give love a new shot. Now, as painful as a breakup can be, giving up now would be absurd. Because breaking up is basically the best self-development course available on the market. It forces you to face your patterns, your blind spots, your communication habits, your boundaries, all in the most direct and confronting way possible. So why would you, after completing the most premium life training of your life, not apply what you have learned? That would be like getting a master's degree and then choosing to clean toilets for the rest of your life. By itself, nothing wrong with that, but it's such a loss of potential. And sure, sometimes it just doesn't work with one person. But that doesn't mean it can't work with anyone. After going through all the pain of your breakup, have some trust in yourself. That you will pick a better partner. that you will have a better relationship and that you will get a happier future, which is something to be excited about. So here are 3 truths that help you decide if it's time to give something another shot. 1. Repetition is rarely repetition. Ask yourself, have I changed and have the circumstances changed? If either answer is yes, you're not repeating yourself, you're improving your game. So give it another shot. Secondly, pain is just information. Every rejection, every heartbreak, every no, it's not failure, it's feedback. As each rejection teaches you something that sharpens your intuition for the next round. So don't take things too personally and focus on your growth. And then thirdly, believe in informed persistence. The goal of trying again isn't perfection, it's the evolution through action. And every time you try, you increase your odds. As 10 no's and 1 yes is still a yes, and often the one that counts. So if you try something, stick to it, because the juice will be worth the squeeze. And this time the win won't be in Mario or Prince of Persia, but in the only game that actually matters, the game of a life. Now over to you. What was the last time you gave up too soon? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. It's the best way to make the channel grow and your unique way of giving me a little spike of dopamine today. Thank you for watching and I love to see you in the next one. Much love, Tom.